Two small quadcopters slip across the border under the cover of darkness. Flying low against the rugged terrain, they easily slide beneath traditional radar. When a multi-million-dollar air defense battery finally spots them, the immediate military reflex is to fire a surface-to-air missile. But launching a massive interceptor to swat down a plastic drone is a trap. This chart lays out the stark mathematics of modern warfare. On the left, a standard heat-seeking missile costs upwards of $380,000 per shot. On the right, the commercial quadcopter it's targeting costs less than $20,000. Now scale that up. An adversary doesn't need to destroy a military base to neutralize it. They only need to send enough cheap hardware over the fence to exhaust the defender's finite multi-million-dollar ammunition supply. Stopping these incursions requires replacing expensive single-use projectiles with a system that can fire indefinitely for pennies on the dollar. The solution is a high-energy laser. Instead of a physical rocket, the defense grid projects a concentrated beam of photons, locking on to the intruding quadcopters. This delivers what military engineers call a physics layer kill. The intense optical energy rapidly heats the drone's external structure, melting through plastic and frying internal flight controllers at the speed of light, all costing less than $1 per engagement. But as the smoking wreckage hits the ground, the warning sirens don't stop. Those two drones were never meant to survive. They were scouts, probing the perimeter to force the laser to reveal its exact location. This tactical radar visualization shows what happens next. Hundreds of red contacts flood the screen simultaneously. It is a highly coordinated saturation swarm, packed with explosives and converging on a single target from multiple vectors. A human operator needs several seconds to identify a single target, assign a weapon, and confirm the kill. With hundreds of incoming threats and only seconds to impact, the math breaks down. Human reaction time is simply too slow to process the volume. To survive an attack of this density, defenders must remove humans from the loop entirely, handing tactical control over to an artificial intelligence capable of making thousands of decisions per second. This is where the command and control, or C2 engine, takes over. It acts as the central nervous system for the entire airspace, instantly fusing data from distinct radar dishes, infrared cameras, and radio frequency scanners into one cohesive real-time map. Without waiting for a human to pull a trigger, the C2 system categorizes every incoming object and immediately deploys the first layer of defense, soft-kill electronic warfare. The initial response is broad-spectrum radio frequency jamming. The system floods the local airspace with high-power electromagnetic noise, drowning out the control signals connecting the incoming drones to their remote human pilots. For more precise threats, the C2 AI uses cyber takeover. Instead of blocking the signal, the system intercepts the drone's unique communication protocol, actively hacking its software and injecting new commands to hijack the flight path. When dealing with tight clusters of drones, the AI triggers high-power microwave bursts. These invisible waves of electromagnetic energy bypass software encryption entirely, inducing massive voltage spikes that instantly melt the delicate silicon inside the drone's circuit boards. Electronic warfare provides near-infinite ammunition at zero physical cost. Yet it has a fatal blind spot. If a drone is navigating autonomously using pre-programmed GPS coordinates or onboard computer vision, there is no radio signal to jam or hijack. These autonomous leakers punch straight through the invisible electronic shield, forcing the C2 engine to instantly escalate to Layer 2, the hard kill. The system fights fire with fire, launching its own fleet of rapid-response robotic interceptors to initiate a synchronized mid-air dogfight. To maintain a safe standoff distance, the defending drones utilize specialized launch tubes that absorb recoil, firing lightweight guided missiles to physically obliterate the attackers mid-flight. Even with these measures, a few highly agile targets manage to evade the missiles, diving into their terminal run towards sensitive fuel tanks and civilian infrastructure, where explosive collateral damage is unacceptable. This triggers the third and final defensive layer. Specialized hunter drones close the gap, autonomously aligning with the threat and firing a pressurized, tethered net. The mesh instantly tangles the attacker's rotor blades, disabling its propulsion without collateral damage. A functional kill chain relies on this exact sequence of overlapping diversity. Threats immune to cyber attacks are intercepted with kinetic force, and targets too close for explosives are mechanically captured. the sky above the facility clears. In a matter of seconds, an overwhelming saturation strike has been systematically dismantled, resulting in 0 friendly casualties and 0 collateral damage. This shift changes the requirements for securing the first few hundred feet of airspace. Where defense was once a matter of a few high-cost platforms and human pilots, it is now becoming a function of how effectively a distributed network of sensors can coordinate a response. Low-altitude combat is now defined by extreme volume and speed, transformed into an algorithmic battle of attrition. Future engagements will no longer be fought by solitary aces, but by massive, decentralized swarms of autonomous machines clashing with opposing swarms in split-second harmony. Ultimately, military supremacy will no longer belong to the nation hoarding the most expensive missiles. It will belong to whoever deploys the fastest, most adaptable artificial intelligence.